So I'm not disputing what he's saying in terms of political appointment, because it's like what Mr. President said, Bola Tinubu said, that is going to build on Buhari's legacy. During the time of Buhari, that's exactly what Buhari did. He was giving virtually all the critical position to the North. All right? And now that it is the Southern president, the man has already also done exactly what Buhari did. But the problem is that when it comes to the South, the Southwest in particular, most of the positions are located to Lagos State, where the president has governed before. He was the governor of that state before. He was a senator from that state before. So what about the other Southwest states? As the time comes closer to 2027 election, you're going to see more people they campaign, especially from the North, because the way and manner the positions of government was, spread across the state, it was not evenly done. It was not even fairly done. So because when you look at the slot Lagos, state has, is more than, other zones put together. Hello, my people. Welcome to my channel. This is Andy Media TV. Welcoming you once again today on Trading Stories. So, guys, you can see what's going on in Nigerian political space. Well, the APC, the All Progressive Congress, they thought that they have the monopoly of kind of drawing people out of their party to their own, All Progressive Congress. But today, I think the table is about to turn, because former Senator Kabiru Marafa, a senator from Zamfara State, just dumped APC in a couple of hours ago, stating that the APC, the way and manner that they are kind of administering the governance of the country is quite out of place. And his major, anger was because he claimed that most of the critical political appointments were given to the people of Southwest, and particularly the people of Lagos State. What he's saying, is it true of us? We will see as we go further in this video. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please kindly like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel and put on the notification bell so that once my new next video drops, you will be among those to be notified. A few days ago, Senator Kabiru Marafa was, with Shehu Kimbaloy of Channels News on Politics Today, and he was kind of venting his anger on the way and manner that Mr. President Bola Tinubu has treated his team, in Zamfara State. And he made it clear that his group worked tirelessly for Mr. President, during the 2023 election. And Mr. President won Zamfara State. Out of the 7 Northwest states that Mr. President won, just 3 of the states, Zamfara inclusive, showing that they did their job. However, based on what he said that him and his people worked tirelessly for Mr. President to ensure that he secures Zamfara State. And that when it was time for appointment, that Mr. President only gave Zamfara State the slot of Minister of State for Defense, which the former governor was, taking to handle that position. So according to him, he said that based on the kind of work they did, that allocating that slot to their state, and even the slot was even Minister of State, that is a junior minister, unquote, that it was demeaning to their state, that he was expecting something more better, than what he has given the state. And he has tried his best to reach out to Mr. President, to vent his views and anger considering how the state was treated, but nothing was done. He spoke about the slot that was given to Lagos State. Virtually, the finance minister, the CBN governor, just name it, even the FIRS and so many others positions, lucrative positions were given to Lagos State and other parts of the Southwest. So I'm not disputing what he's saying in terms of political appointment, because it's like what Mr. President said, Bola Tinubu said, that is going to build on Buhari's legacy. During the time of Buhari, that's exactly what Buhari did. He was giving virtually all the critical position to the North. All right? And now that it is the Southern president, the man has already also done exactly what Buhari did. But the problem is that when it comes to the South, the Southwest in particular, most of the positions are located to Lagos State, where the president has governed before. He was the governor of that state before. He was a senator from that state before. So what about other Southwest states? What happens? So in as much as the Constitution guarantees that every state must have a ministerial position, which he has fulfilled. So but other slots is now at the prerogative of the president to choose where they come from. But I think that Mr. President did not do well in terms of balancing all these political appointments to ensure that he goes around to other states as much as he has allocated to Lagos State. Well, that is his anger. So to him, he was so furious that Mr. President had not treated them well. I agree with him, because the way and manner these laws were distributed was not evenly done. And that is where equity comes from. They say he who goes to equity must go with clean hands. So I think Mr. President would have done better in terms of giving out this political appointment to other states. Because even in Southwest, other Southwestern states, other 5 states are kind of marginalized because bulk of the appointment went down to Lagos State. Why? Why should it be so? So when you are talking about, equity, you are talking about leadership, you should be leading the people you are leading in fairness and in equity. But this is not the case. Buhari did the same thing, and we shouted, and President Bola Tinubu is also doing the same thing. So, but when you raise this kind of issues, is attack dogs will come out and begin to, attack you and, tag you all kinds of stuff. But be that as it may, now APC they have lost one powerful person they have in the Northwest, in Zamfara State, someone that can help them, during election. And I can see, the anger Senator Kabiru Marafa was venting, and he was beating his chest that he is ready to deduct 1 million votes from what Mr. President got in 2023. And President got about 8 point something million votes. So if you take off the 1 million, according to Marafa, it will land to 7 million. And even the 7 million, most of the people who voted it before will not vote for him because of the hardship they are going through. They never knew it's going to be as bad as this. So it's quite going to be challenging. And I keep saying it before, when it was in one of the forums was telling them they should be coming into APC when the governors are the campaign, the Delta governor and the Akwa Ibom governor. He was saying, let them come. They are homeless people, they should come. They are IDP people, they should come into the party. And I made a video then and said he has not seen anything yet, that many of the APC people will decamp from APC when the time comes because of the way and manner the Senate president has championed in one of their forums that they will that is moving a motion for the incumbent President Bola Tinubu to be the sole candidate of the party, which means there's no need for primaries. It will become the candidate unopposed. That will not go down well with so many people who have intention, to contest that position. So that's not a democratic norm. So except if all of them come together and agree, that will be different. But in terms of his moving a motion for the president to be the sole candidate of APC, I mean, you are kind of shutting other people who have intention to contest for that position. So as the time comes closer to 2027 election, you're going to see more people they campaign, because especially from the north, because the way and manner the positions of government was spread across the state, it was not evenly done. It was not even fairly done. You understand? So because when you look at the slots Lagos State government, Lagos state has, is more than other zones put together. That's just the truth. So if you go and check who is the IG of police, who is the FIRS person, who is the CBN governor, who is the finance minister, so when you check all these critical conditions, critical sectors, who is the head of custom, and so on, you begin to see that what Marafa is saying is not far from the truth. So, and many people have tagged him that, oh, he's so selfish, oh, he wants a selfish position because he didn't get what he wanted as a person. Well, this is politics. When they were working for him, probably they had a deal. They had some conversation, and he was working with all his heart in anticipation that something good is going to come his way. So you don't blame him if he doesn't get what he's looking for. That's what they do in politics. They share slots, they share positions. And that's why in most cases they don't care about the people they govern. So they put people, whether they have capacity or not, provided they work for them during the political campaign. That's why they put them there. So guys, we will hear directly from Senator Kabiru Marafa in this interview he had with Shegun Okinbaloye. I'm going to just to pick out some key points of what he has said in terms of the campaign from APC, but for now he's partyless. So, and then his vow that he will ensure that Mr. President lose 1 million votes. Let's listen to him and hear what he said. And we'll be right back to conclude on this video. Don't go away.
Senator, is it fair though? You campaigned vigorously for President Bola Tinubu. You told all your supporters to work for him. But because you could not get what you wanted for your personal benefit, that's at least what some of your critics are saying in Zamfara. And that's the reason, because you wanted something, but you could not get it. Then the next thing you did was to jump ship. Is that fair?
Thank you very much, my friend, my son, Shegun Okinbaloye. I worked vigorously to ensure the success of Mr. President in the 2023 general elections in Zamfara State. Thank you also very much for alluding to the fact that because I didn't get what I want, I jumped ship. I want to ask you, is politics slavery? Why do you think I'm in politics? Why is Mr. President himself in politics? If Mr. President didn't get the opportunity he got now to be the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, would he have been able to allocate the resources, as we saw in 3 or 4 days daily trust of allocating 3-point-something trillion naira to Lagos State, would he have been able to appoint the number of aides from Lagos State where he lost the election and he won in Zamfara State? I don't know what is politics all about. I'm not in politics to serve anybody. My parents were not slaves. I have never been a slave to anybody. I am in politics to impact on the lives of my people. And I cannot do it, or I can only do that if I am able to hold a position where I can help my people. And that is the hallmark of politics, and nobody can intimidate me about not getting what you want, whether it's for selfish or whatever reason. I am tested and trusted. I have been around. This is not the first time I'm going to hold a political appointment in Nigeria. I was a commissioner in my state, and the records are there. What I did is there. If I use the commissionership to advance my own selfish interest, the Zamfara State people would be able to say. I was chairman of Federal College of Education, Yola, and I was a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for 8 years, and I represented my people in the Harlem chambers. And what I did is there for everybody to see. If I use it to advance my own selfish interest, then the Zamfara State people would be in a better position to see. Now, compare this, like I said, with Lagos State. Mr. President lost Lagos State. How many slots did Lagos State got? Now, take Ogun, for instance. How many slots has Ogun State? So, what we are saying, looking at the treatment method on Malam Nasir El-Rufai, looking at the treatment now method on Mr. Abdullahi Ganduje, looking at the treatment that method on me, we now are convinced that Mr. President, is a use and dump leader. And that is just what I said. And that is just what I mean. And that is the truth about it. Mr. President has appointed all their sons and daughters into that sector. Like we have seen how he has been able to corner the whole of the financial sector of Nigeria to just one particular tribe in Nigeria. I hope he has been able to say that. Unless he is able to say that, then all he is saying is one section of the country is given crumbs, while the other section of the country is given the party bonds. Now, if you take what do you call it? The entire economic sector, CBN, FRS, customs, pension fund, accounting general's office, everything is from one particular geopolitical zone. But I want to assure you something today. I am going to deduct 1 million votes out of Mr. President votes that he got in 2023. Mark my words. I am going to do it. I'm going to work for it. And by special grace of God, I'm going to win that. Now, whether somebody says I'm a featherweight, I'm a lightweight, whatever I am, now 2027 is going to determine who is a featherweight. And
all right, welcome back. You had him. You heard it from the horse's mouth. He has dumped APC for good. Because a few days back, he came out and was threatening that if things are not done, he's going to get rid of this party. And today, he has officially issued a statement that he's leaving the APC. But we don't know which party is going yet. According to him, he's not in a haste to determine which party is going. They're going to study other parties to be able to make sure that they make the right choice to join whichever party they feel is more better and can give them the platform that they deserve. So, well, I think looking at what's going on today, you begin to understand that politics is all about interest. And if your interest is not protected, then you find your level. That's exactly what it is. So when you see people, they come from one party to another, they are pursuing their personal interest. They are pursuing the interest for themselves. Then, in as much as you may hear them say, oh, I'm seeking for what was for my people, we don't know who are those my people, as the case may be. And they will tell you they have done consultation with their people, and then they came out with this kind of decision. But the fact is that President Bola Tinubu did not do well in terms of spread of political appointments. So, and it would have at least isolate some of these critical, areas of appointment and be able to kind of spread it across the geopolitical zones and then, some of the critical states. But giving basically most of the slot to Lagos State is unfair to other states. That's the truth of the matter. So I don't blame Senator Kabiru Marafa for his choice and decision. I don't blame him for that. He has right to choose what he wants to do, and according to him, he cannot be a slave to anybody. And that's what it is. There are people who have been slaves. They have been there. Whether it favors them or not, they are there. So, but he has made his choice, and you can't blame him for his choice. No matter what they call him, it is what it is. So, but you can see other politicians, what they care about is gaining access to the villa and being a close ally to the president. So some people just want that flair. Oh, he's close to the president. Whether you give him anything or not, he doesn't care. He can use that influence of being close to the president to now be making money for himself in terms of, do you want to see Mr. President? This is what you need to do. Bring this, bring that, and I'll connect you to meet the president. That's what most of these people does. All right. So the fact is that where is fairness? Where is equity in all of these things? When Buhari was doing it, in fact, Southeast was not even on his paper. If you check the appointment of Buhari and Southeast at that time, it was crazy as hell. In fact, he said they are dots in a cycle. That's the way he referred to Southeast. So all these things are there. But the point is, despite all Buhari did to Southeast, did it stop them from progressing? No, because Southeast don't depend on government, basically. They don't even depend on government largely to survive. They have their own world. So they created their own world and they are living in it. And it's working for them. And that is the truth. So, but there are people that depend on government to survive. There are people that their state depend largely on government. So that's what it is. So when you look at the political arena, you begin to see that there's quite a whole lot of stuff happening. There are people now who's going to be upset when it's time for primaries, when it's time to select candidate of the party and so on. You're going to see a lot of, things that will happen at that time. We push many people out of the APC as well. So most of them who are joining the APC are majorly those who are seeking for the election, basically. So they think that APC has the INEC in their pocket. They think APC has judiciary. So they think that the whole structure of governance is with APC, so they can find their way to get back to their seat. That's their thought. That's their mentality. But in most cases, it doesn't work like that. Because at the end of the day, the table can turn. That's what it is. So the power of incumbency at times does not work the way they think it's going to work. Ask President Jonathan about that. He was the president in 2015, but still he was ousted. So if these guys doing coalition can understand what is at stake and shelve their personal ambition and select a candidate that can serve the interests of the people and that will draw people's attention, we will see how the whole masses will follow them and vote for them in block. It becomes too big to rig. And by then, the incumbent president will be out of the equation. So, but if they make that mistake to choose candidate that will not draw public attention, forget it. The president remains in his seat. I've said this over and over again, and that's the way it's going to play out. So, guys, it's not only other parties, they campaign, other guys, they campaign from their party to APC. Now you can see people are also leaving the APC to join another different party. And if you look at what happened in Lagos, in the local government election, where there are a lot of crises, protests, and stuff like that, very soon, some people, even in Lagos, will begin to decamp to other party. So, in as much as Lagos is APC state, as the case may be, but anything can happen, anything can change. After all, the incumbent president was defeated in Lagos state. So, what is it? There's nothing new about that. So, guys, a lot is going to happen ahead of the 2027 election. So, keep at watch, and you will see the things that will happen. APC think that their party is so solid. Before then, you will see. This is the number one crack. It has happened from one of their strong members, who is always, at the center of everything in Zamfara State. Before you know it, there's going to be other people, coming out from other states and trying to decamp from the party. So you're going to see what's going to happen between now and 2027. And by then, you begin to understand that all wall has cracks. So Senator Kabiru Marafa has already provided this crack in the APC. And many more will follow suit by the time they begin to understand the direction the ADC is going, African Democratic Congress. By then they see that they mean business, they are serious with what they are doing, and they have a clear path on how they will get, to the 2027 election. You will see many more people leaving the APC to join them, especially those who feel that they don't have a say in the APC, especially those who feel they are too compressed, that they can't have their way to achieve their own personal, ambitions, especially those that want to contest for, Senate, House of Assembly, House of Reps, those that want to contest for governorship and other, positions. They will begin to see that, okay, I'm going to find my way out of this party so that I can be in a different party to compete with the incumbent person that is in that position at this time. So you're going to see that happen across the states, across the country. It's going to happen. So I'm expecting more, defection from APC to other parties. So it's just that why most of them that are dumping the APC is not joining another party yet is because the PDP still in comatose. They are still trying to, fix themselves together. But as far as I know, that's not going to be a good option for anybody who is serious to contest any election and win. And then the ADC is where every hope is looking for now. Everybody is hoping, to join, but they are still waiting to see, what is going on. But because since they, inaugurated the guy that are managing the party, the David Mark and his crew, since then till now, people are not hearing a lot about the party. They say what happened in Kaduna State, where the the talks came to disrupt what they were doing. So people are not hearing, how they are building the party, how they are trying to solidify the party to become a formidable platform to confront the APC. So people are yet to see that. That's why when they decamp, they hang on and tell you they don't have any party yet, because they are trying to understand where they will pinch their tent. So ADC, you guys, if you guys are serious, you guys should be on top of your game. Do whatever you are doing, be making it public so that people can see that you guys are serious and building something that is solid. And then you will see many people, they camping now and jumping into the party because they need to come in early so that they can be able to create that visibility to be able to demand for contesting for a position at the end of the day. And then for the other parties like the Labour Party and the rest of them, so I think there's a little peace now in Labour Party after the Supreme Court and the INEC has sent out the Abure's group and camp. So I think there's a lot of some stability now in Labour Party. So, but nobody knows because PWB himself is still in Labour Party, but he's still with the ADC coalition. So nobody knows where he is. Is he contesting under Labour Party or is he contesting under the ADC? So nobody knows. Yeah. So these are part of the permutations that made people not to decamp and join immediately. So they decamp, they hibernate and wait. So after the hibernation, they confirm where they are going. They now kind of join. So that's what you're gonna see happening in the coming days. So, but I think it's one thing for the presidential camp to liken it that it's looking for his personal ambition. You see, when issues like this come out, it behoves on the president to listen to what people are saying and be able to make some adjustments. So you can't be in a state of 36 states and you are making 70% of the appointment from one state. It doesn't make sense. You can't fool everybody. Other people who are even with you, praising you that you are doing well, they are feeling bad, but they can't tell you so that they don't fall out with you. So that's just what it is. That's politics for you. So you have to be a mugu to remain in politics. But Marafa said, I cannot be a slave, and I'm leaving. So, and he has gone and promised to take the block of the vote he gave to president. He has promised to take it back and move it to the party that he will join in the near future. We don't know the party yet, but we will know as time begins to unfold. So, Mr. President, listen to the words of wisdom and then do some amendments in your way of appointing people, especially in critical positions. So, I know President Buhari did it when he was in the position, but that's bygone. You don't need to repeat what he did. You can do something more better. You can do something that is, more inclined with the people. You can do something that can show that you're a different breed. That's what it is. So, but I can say you are doing what you say you will do because you said you will build on what Buhari has done. So you are doing more than Buhari is doing in terms of appointment. So guys, I don't know, but that's politics for you. But we'll keep watching to see what happens in the coming days. So I wish Senator Marafa, all the best in his next move to any other party of his choice. And I hope he favors him as he has moved. But with time, we will know how it played out. So if you are new to my channel, guys, kindly like and share this video. And also subscribe to my channel and put on the notification bell so that when my next new video drops, you'll be among those to be notified. I thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Do have a wonderful day. See ya. I'm signing out.